Born in Burma, I grew up in Thailand, lived in the refugee camp before I immigrated to the US. I've been in the US almost 20 years, and I became a citizen more than 10 years now.
AWOL was serving as the volunteer tour manager for a Karen Christian rock band named the Klo and Kwe music team. They were on a 5-month US tour.
I met the Klo and Kwe band back in 2011. They are very famous in the Karen community. I organized contacting 23 Karen communities here in the US. When the band performed on Sunday, the church collect an offering and give it to the band to bring it back to Burma to help the Christian school.
On the evening of February 27th, AWOL was driving home from Des Moines, Iowa to Dallas, Texas, and he passed through the town of Muskogee, Oklahoma, where he was pulled over by a sheriff for having a broken tail light.
As soon as I saw the lights, I was like, what did I do? I didn't speed because I'm always very careful about my speed.
The sheriff's department took over $53,000, but only $2,000 of it was AWOL's personal cash. Of the remaining money, most of it was going to a Christian school back in Burma. Another $1,000 was going to an orphanage. And the remaining money belonged to one of the band members. AWOL's not a native English speaker, and it was a complicated situation to explain. The sheriff wasn't satisfied with his answers about where the money came from, and so, after 6 hours of questioning, and after midnight at the police station, they finally let AWOL go and drive home back to Dallas.
Despite there being no evidence that AWOL was involved in any drug activity, the police kept all of the money.
I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I didn't do anything wrong.
Muskogee County law enforcement are literally taking money from orphans and refugees using civil forfeiture laws.
I told the band right away that night while I was at the station. And when they learned about it, they couldn't believe something like this would happen here in the US.
Despite the fact that they didn't find any drugs or drug paraphernalia in his car, didn't find any evidence of drug trafficking, and not a shred of evidence that he was involved in anything involving drugs, they still charged him with a crime.
I never drink, I never smoke, and now I've been charged with felony like this. It's just wrong.
The criminal charge against him is completely bogus. This is an illegitimate attempt to make AWOL give up the money in a plea deal rather than fight this obvious injustice.
When I learned about the warrant, I was very scared. I had to pay $400 bond for the crime that I didn't commit.
The Institute for Justice has partnered with the innocent owners in this case to fight this civil forfeiture and get their money back. You don't have to be an orphanage, a church, or a Burmese Christian rock band to be a victim of civil forfeiture. But if their money isn't safe, no one's money is safe from forfeiture abuse.
After all of this, I just want to get all the money back to the proper owners and preventing something like this happening in the future to other people.